Hi there, welcome to the Schwowin's Nest. My name is Sandra if you're new to my channel. I am going to do a look for less today. This wreath is $64 online and I'm going to recreate it for less than $20. I grabbed this tobacco basket after Christmas at Marshall's. It had a red berry wreath inside of it and both items together were only $10. So if you take away the berry wreath, the basket was really only $5. I started using my chalk paint brush and Annie Sloan chalk paint. I didn't like how that was working out, so I went back to my regular old cheapy bristle brush, and I'm going to give it some Rust-Oleum linen white and make sure that some of the wood is showing through, but I want this to look fairly white. I wanted to use some kind of wreath form to help me create the wreath, so I found this Willow Wreath in my stash, and this was a Dollar Tree find, so up here in Canada, $1.25, but I didn't want to use the natural color, so again I'm just using my chalk paint and I'm giving it a rough coat of white. So on my table here you can see that I've got a whole bunch of lavender. These branches came from the Dollar Tree and also Dollarama. They were all $1.25 a piece. I believe I used about 6 of the ones I have in my hand right now, and I had 3 of the different colors, and I'm trying to use some different shades of the lavender just to make the wreath more dimensional. I'm using the wire part of the stem to stick into the willow wreath, and then I'm using some hot glue just to make sure it doesn't fall out. If you've seen me create wreaths before, I usually pull apart the stem from the blossom. In this situation, I needed that little bit of stem to poke into the wreath. I didn't have enough of that wire on each of these stems, so I had to use some of the extra ones that I keep, especially the thin ones. I always try to keep that wire stem because it's going to come in handy down the road. When you're making a wreath and you want it really nice and full, it's always a good idea to put some on the outside and some florals on the inside, as well as some florals in the middle on top, and also use different lengths. So for these pieces I'm using the same length, but shortly you're going to see me use some longer pieces that are just going to give the wreath a little bit more dimension. So I've finished the wreath part, but what I want to do now is add a little bit of greenery. So I'm taking some little stems of lamb's ear that I picked up at Joann's, and I'm just poking them into the back of the frame. I'm using about 6 or 7 pieces just to go around and give it a little bit more color. I just love the way the lamb's ear looks with the lavender, and even though that's not on the picture that I showed you in the beginning, I just wanted to add that for myself. To attach the wreath to the basket, I'm using a cable tie or a zip tie, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just going to feed it through the hole in the basket, and also I'm going to push it through one of the branches of the wreath, and then I'll tie it off, and then it will just hang there. I didn't want to hot glue it because you never know, with me down the road I might decide to change out this wreath, maybe use it for fall or do something different with the basket. Here's a side-by-side. This is the original and this is mine. My colors are a little bit different and my greenery is a little bit different, but I think it turned out amazing and I just love it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that red subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I upload new content. If you are a current subscriber, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.